For rideshare drivers, this is the office, right here in the car. So when someone calls claiming to be from Uber support, that can feel like a work call. That's what happened to Carl Lennon, a weekend driver out of Bozeman who thought he resolved a complaint, but instead lost some money to scammers. Now he's trying to spread the word, so others may be a little more cautious before they pick up that next call.
I was really bummed out about it. It made me feel gross, made me feel used.
Earlier this month, after a Saturday night bar shift in Bozeman, Lennon says his phone rang with what sounded like a typical Uber relay call while he was en route to his next pickup. The woman on the line knew his name, his vehicle, even that he was headed to a specific passenger. Told him to pull over for a customer safety investigation after a rider alleged they smelled alcohol in his car. She kept him off the road for about an hour, asking questions and promising around $165 in compensation if he passed, and a passenger was found to be lying. Lennon says it all felt legitimate.
Pretty aware of phishing scams and when things just don't feel right, but boy, they did all the right things and they said all the right things that led me to believe, they were who they said they were.
The scammers then walked him step by step through the Uber app, having him delete his own debit card, add what they called a compensation card, and later cash out his night's earnings onto that card. Second call came after he got home with another Uber support agent who pushed him to verify his debit and Venmo card numbers and read back a 6-digit security code. That's when he says his stomach dropped. Instead of reading the code, Lennon hung up, called Uber through the app, and was told there was no investigation into his accounts, and that Uber would not call him like that. By then, he checked Venmo and saw 3 gift card charges totaling just under $900, plus the $157 he'd earned that night. Gone. He says Venmo reversed the gift card charges after flagging them as fraudulent, but the Uber wallet money he cashed out through the scammers has not been returned. And he says days of messaging Uber's account safety team led only to scripted responses. Now his account is partially frozen. He can still drive, but he can't use instant pay, only weekly deposits. For a full-time chef who relies on weekend rideshare money for bills, he says that matters.
I still need this gig work. This is the easiest way for me to make some extra money.
Lennon says he's found posts from drivers across the country describing almost identical scams. He worries scammers have learned the ins and outs of Uber's system, from the way calls are routed to the exact phrases used by the app, and says the tech giant needs better safeguards and more human support when drivers get hit. We reached out to Uber to ask what protections are in place for drivers and whether the company will reimburse Lennon's lost earnings. We did not hear back by airtime. Reporting in Missoula, Bone West, NBC Montana.